Historical Commission for March 15th. And may I have a motion to open our meeting?
Motion to open?
Second?
Second.
Okay, we're gonna stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Flag is right here in the corner. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which we stand, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. All right, we are being audioed and videoed this evening. Okay, you have a copy of the last minutes from the October 12th meeting. That's how long we haven't been getting together here. Okay, may I have a motion to accept these minutes?
Motion to accept?
Okay, second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, accept. Okay. Okay. All right, under new business, we have to have this discussion this evening. We had talked about it in the past about replacing the bench at the Perry Hill Road, Perry Hill School Lot at the corner of Mendel Road. We had a situation where the wood for the bench was donated by Gurney Sawmill out of Rochester. And I contacted this gentleman from Mattapoisett. He was to pick up the wood, make the legs, and install the bench. I asked him several times when I delivered the old bench in pieces to him, I asked him several times, how much is this going to cost? I need to know how much. Never gave me an answer. Okay, so it went on that he was doing the work little by little, and then he had contacted me to tell me that the bench was almost done. He was going out there to measure and make sure that it was the right size, and he had to drill the hole through it, and he preserved it. He put preservative on it so that it should last for an awful long time. But throughout this time, I did ask him, what he was going to charge us for it, and he never came up with an answer. So what happened was, when the bench was all finished, he went out there and he set it up. He sent me a picture on my phone showing the bench completed. And then within a half hour, an hour or so later, I got a text message that the bill was $2,400 for 24 hours labor at $100 per hour. And I was stunned. I really was stunned. So I called him and I said, "Are you serious? Is this what we owe you?" And he said, "Yes, that's for 24 hours labor." He said, "I didn't charge you for all the times I had to go out to Gurney's." He had to go out there several times because the man was never there to pick up the wood. And he made several trips to Mendel Road also to measure and all that. And but he's only charging us 24 hours of that was actually building the bench, putting the bench together, putting the preservative on it, and completing it. That's what he charges. And I answered him back saying that I don't have any funding. I have no way of paying this bill. And he said, "Well, what did you think?" I said, "I asked you a few times what this was going to cost. Because if you'd told me $2,400, I would have told you to forget it. Because I had no funding to pay for it." So anyways, what I had to do is I had to come to the selectmen. And I got a hold of Dave DeRoche, and I spoke to him about it, explained everything to him. And then we met with the town administrator. And the town administrator said, well, it was a tough situation to be in. And he said, this time, he said, we will take care of it. The town will take care of it. But he said, in the future, anything that you want to do like that in the town, and you don't have funding for it, come to me first. Okay? So,
Who was that again you spoke to?
Dave, well, I don't want you,
No names.
I spoke to the selectman, and then I spoke to the town administrator. So you can put in there that I did. I spoke to both of them, and they told me that it would be taken care of. But what he asked of me is, when I had my society meeting, to have a motion made, and so that everyone knew. And when I was with the commission meeting, same thing. So what I'm asking you people now is, I need a motion that the town will pay this bill of $2,400 for the making of the bench at the old Perry Hill School at the corner of Perry Hill Road and Mendel Road. So I need a motion. This is what it looked like before. Well, you can tell it's all. It was all busted up. It was all rotted away.
Now, is there a well under that hand?
Yes, there is a well.
Okay.
And they pumped it and you actually get water.
Okay.
So there's still water there.
So you need a motion to do that.
I need a motion to ask the town to cover the bill of the $2,400.
I will say make a motion. Eric.
Okay, may I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. This is what I need in your notes. That a motion was made and was accepted by all. Okay? The beautification committee, I've been in touch with the girls, and they're going to get together and they're gonna clean that lot out. Because there's stuff in there that's no good. It's gotta be chopped down and cleaned out. So we're gonna take care of that this summer. And
I think if you get a finished carpenter.
there you go. Well,
I took those pictures. Oh, that's a new one.
that's the new one completed and the old one broken.
Yes. Thanks.
But they will be cleaning it all out. They've even got someone that's gonna come with a chainsaw, because some of those bushes are quite large, and that, all like this and this one is going, because you can't even see the sign. It's blocking everything here. So it's all gonna be all cleaned out, and hopefully, if everything goes well, we'd like to see maybe a little park there. Maybe some picnic tables, a couple of benches where people can actually go sit there. That is a beautiful lot. We
Yeah.
walked it,
After this is all completed, we're gonna get in touch with the Standard Times to have them give some kind of a write-up in the paper.
once this is all cleared up, okay? Yeah, we'll get in touch with that lady that had did the articles in
Yeah.
Dartmouth.
Pauline, in the future, does Old Colony do any of that for the town? I know they're backed up terribly, but.
And we remember when we were going after the carriage houses at the meeting house? That turned out to be a disaster because Old Colony was supposed to build them in sections, have them taken up there in sections. It was gonna cost $100,000. So that went down the tubes. Town didn't have that kind of money, so we couldn't go to town meeting or anything. So that was dropped. So I don't know just how much, I know Jim Merritt uses Old Colony for certain things, but,
That's not you don't have to be an expert craftsman to do something like that.
I know. Well, this guy is what they call a cabinet maker.
Okay.
This
You
one
know?
that did it?
So now he's got his own business because he was working for a company that actually closed down after years. And he's a cabinet maker, so, but I mean, come on. Like Mr. Kelly said, who charges $100 an hour labor? He was furious. He really was furious. But at least, they will take care of it. Okay, I just need to show them on paper that it was voted on and approved. Okay, and under old business, the storm windows are out on at the meeting house. Boy, does it look good. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Those storm windows are on, the lights are all on the exterior. You go by there at night, it's lit up like the 4th of July.
We noticed.
The police are very happy
Yeah.
because they were haunting the daylight side of it. You gotta light that place up, it's too dark, it's too dark. So we lit it up and it's lit up. Okay, so We are still making the plaques for any home in Acushnet that is over 100 years old. As long as you have the date the house was built and the owner that built the home. I've done a lot of research, and there's still a lot of homes out there that we could put plaques up. Are we on fire? What's going on?
I don't know, the steam.
That's the heat. I think that's the
The
heat.
heat.
It could be, yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, and town meeting is going to be May 9th. And right now we have 3 articles from the commission for town meeting. And it's replacing that small portion of the fence at the museum, the one that was taken down by Applebee's years ago. That section there, I've already got a price on that, and it's already been submitted. New stone windows at the museum. The windows at the museum, the inside window is the original, and they're pretty old. And you can actually hear them rattling when it's really windy outside. So the storm windows that are on the building are no good. So we really need to get those replaced if we can. And then the third one would be the funds to complete the work at the church. I had gotten an estimate on finishing the interior, and I think it came to like, can't remember offhand, $88,000, $89,000. But we still have money left over in the Perry Hill account. So what I did is ask for the difference from CPC and see if we can get it. So we'll have to see what's gonna happen. With Mark losing his wife now, that's putting a delay on the CPC meeting, because he's the chairperson. I don't know when they're gonna have a meeting, because that's gotta be done before town meeting. Okay, and of course, we are still looking for at least 4 new members for the commission. So, anything else under old or new business? Anything you would like to discuss? No? I got something I need to bring up. I went to the library yesterday and picked up, she had a framed article written from 1879, and she thought it should be at the museum. So I went there yesterday and picked it up. Have you ever heard of Hawes Hall in Acushnet?
The name? Pause?
Hawes, Hawes Hall.
Pause, English.
Yeah,
pause.
I know they're prominent, in Mattapoisett?
Was it? It said,
There was Oz Electric in Mattapoisett.
Yeah, New Bedford.
no, this
New
was,
Bedford.
do you remember the Acushnet Paper Company? Was it Acushnet Paper? Yeah, Acushnet Paper Company. Yeah, we're going back to around 1800, 1879.
Okay, yeah, my grandfather might know.
Well, I did a little
Great-grandfather.
research on the computer to see if I could find anything on the computer. What I did find was the Acushnet Paper Company, they called it Acushnet Village, but it actually wasn't the village, it was Mill Road over here, okay? Now, if you turn onto Mill Road, going this way, going towards Middle Road, all right, the east side of the street is Acushnet, the west side is already New Bedford.
Yeah.
But I guess years ago it was all Acushnet. Because John Howcroft told me that it was all Acushnet all the way up to Tarkin Hill, right up to Tarkin Hill Road and Acushnet Avenue. Years and years ago, that was all Acushnet.
I know the house that's on the southwest corner of Tarkin Hill Road, opposite the River's End Cafe.
Yes.
That's in Acushnet, was in Acushnet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And the one that's on the northwest corner used to be the post office.
the post office.
Okay.
But
After that, it's in New Bedford, I believe.
Yeah, that's what I thought,
Yeah.
after that house.
I go by the
was
mailboxes and I go by the trash containers.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. I think it starts like at River's End, now up, coming into Main Street. That's Acushnet, the rest is New Bedford.
Yes.
The addresses are all New Bedford. Well, anyways, from what I've figured out from the computer, trying to figure out where this place was, It said on Mill Road, on the left-hand side, opposite the old, oh God, what's that old, not Tabor. Oh Lord, I'm blank tonight. The old house that's on the right-hand side, the one that has no yard, it goes right down into the river. That's an old house, probably over 200 years old. On the opposite side of Mill Road used to be an old building there that was what they called an ice house. And they said the gentleman bought that old ice house, and what he did is he built it up 2 floors. The second floor was known as Hawes Hall. And the first floor was a Acushnet paper company. I gotcha, huh? I gotcha. This is it back 1874, 1879.
But if that was Acushnet back then,
Mm-hmm,
the town was incorporated in 1860.
right.
The lines have changed since 1860?
Well, it must have, because Mill Road, half's Acushnet, half's New Bedford.
Right. I know that, that's the way it is now.
Now, but years ago,
You're
no.
saying in 1879,
1879 is...
that was New Bedford?
No, there was Acushnet.
That was Acushnet, and on the other side of the road also?
Yes. Right,
When did the boundary change?
I don't know. That part I'm puzzled on. I don't know. John Howcroft, I spoke to him about it and asked him if he remembered it. He remembered the Acushnet Paper Company somewhat. Hawes Hall, he said he remembers it being a hall, and it was on the second floor, but he wasn't sure exactly where it was. It's in that vicinity somewhere. So, I don't know if it's maybe the house that's at the corner, that 2-family house. Got 2 levels, because there's not many there with 2 levels. The post office, the old post office.
You have a picture of that, I get that from
That's at the museum, yeah. Yeah. But it said 1879 on that frame that she gave me. They were having a some kind of a party at the Hawes Hall, and it said Acushnet Village, but it wasn't Acushnet Village, because this is the village. That down there was not the village. That was called the Triangle. In fact, even in the history book, it is still known as the Triangle. Yeah. Yeah, but I thought maybe you would recognize that name. Yeah, Hawes Hall.
Well, when I was younger, I was more north.
Yeah, you were that.
You didn't, the first time we started coming down this way is when Parting Ways,
Yeah.
they built the junior high,
Mm-hmm.
and Parting Ways was 56. So I went to 6th grade, I guess, Long Plain, and then to junior high school.
So you went to Parting Ways when it was here?
Yeah.
You went to that? I went to Parting Ways up to like 4th grade or 5th grade. And then my dad wanted a farm and bought a farm in Dartmouth. We used to live right at the top of John Street. If you walk that little street that goes right up to John Street, that little house that sits right there at the top on John Street, that was my house, 126 John. We lived there from the time I was 2 years old, and I think we moved out of there in either 1950 or 51 when we bought the farm in Dartmouth. Yeah. So I went to Parting Ways 4th or 5th grade. Yeah, long time ago, for sure. Long time ago. Okay, anything else under old business or new business you'd like to talk about? No, we're all pretty much set. Okay, I did want to show you, you know where Peak Rock is? Well, Peak Rock, we had a sign made years ago like that, black and gold. Well, the little old man that lives up there near where the sign is, I don't know what possessed him, but he painted the whole sign black. And when we went up there and to look at the sign, the condition it was in, it was all black. You couldn't read it. I thought, oh my God, he tried to be nice, I guess. So we took the sign down and I had the whole sign refurbished. So that's the brand new sign now. that we put
Painted
back
over
on.
all the letters?
He painted everything black. What possessed him to do it, I have no idea. But he did. He painted it all black. I had a fit. I told my husband, I'm gonna kill that man. The beautiful sign was black with gold lettering. So I had, we took it down and I took it up to Westport, a lady that makes the signs for me. And she redid it. And it came out beautiful. Look at it. Now you can read it again.
In fact, if you go by in Fairhaven, on Main Street, it's called the Condominiums of Fairhaven. Signs very similar to that.
Oh, yeah?
Stands right out.
And also, if you go by White's Factory, the old sign was all broken and busted up. Go by there now. There's a brand new sign there. I got a hold of Cora, the lady that
Yeah.
handles the Faven Trust, and I told her where to go to that signature sign for
Yep,
Westport,
yep.
and she did. And they had the new sign made. It's up. It's beautiful. That's the only thing good about Hamlin Street. You ought to see the holes and ruts we got over there.
Where isn't there holes and ruts?
You should see the bridge. They patched it all up last week. They patched all the holes up. Today, these holes are all coming up again.
Oh, what do they patch it with? In front of my house, same thing, there's a big hole. They patch it and patch it, but the stuff comes right out of
Yeah,
it.
because I don't think the quarry is actually open yet for hot top.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they're putting what they call cold patch,
Yes.
and it doesn't last. It does not last at all. So, okay, may I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.